Good morning, good evening, however the day finds you. It's good to see you back again for episode 22 of my Minecraft adventure. I also call this Minecraft 365 because I'm going to be spending 365 gameplay hours on a sheep. I've got a sheep sneaking up on me in a world of Minecraft to see what I can get up to. Right, so I did have an entire episode of gameplay lined up, but my editing software went and let me down, and I lost all of the footage. Well, nearly all of it. It wasn't worth salvaging what was left. As you can see, my armour has been upgraded. I also have a fortune-free pickaxe, and it's wearing out, but I can repair it. I have a diamond sword, so I'm tougher and stronger than ever before. If you look at my armour indicator, it's full. I've got a new nether portal, and this looks like I'm building several things here. Let's go into first-person mode and see what I'm trying to achieve. And the sun's going down, so I'll have to... ooh, look, I've got trees in the area. I planted those trees. I want ladders on there so I can climb up to the top and take a photo of my buildings every so often so that you can see how they develop. So what have we got? We've got another building here I'm developing. I'm going to talk quickly about this village that I found. This village is not in an ideal location because the ground is not flat enough. As you can see, the pathfinding skills of my villagers are a bit rubbish. So what I'm going to do... Oh, have you got a carrot? Must be nice to have a carrot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a brand new village over there on more relatively flat land. I'm going to go to sleep now. I can only sleep at night. Well, what do you call this then? The moon is rising and the sun is setting, you know. I love the sky transition. I'd love to know how they did that. Sometimes when it comes to Minecraft, I'd love to know exactly in technical detail how they've done things like your mountains over there is some kind of algorithm, some kind of complex program which generates noise, and the land is represented by that noise. I have no idea what I'm on about, and just someone else does, and that's what they said. Right, so now we've got rid of the sleep out of the way. So what we need to do is create a village over there, create a series of very small buildings that they will identify as buildings. Make one down here, and then one here, and then one here, and then one here, and one here, and one here, till we get close enough so that the villages are both linked. And then what we do is we demolish all the buildings in the village, and one by one demolish the buildings furthest out from this village here inwards, so that we're just left with this village here. And the AI of the villagers... the AI of the villagers will respond to that, and they'll migrate over here. Also, the village itself has an AI to know where the village is. Now, let me show you what a house actually looks like to a villager. Because villagers have got an interesting AI. I wouldn't say primitive, because trying to get something to behave of its own accord, but do what you want it to do, is strange. So what they want to do... What is wrong with my throat today? What they want to do is they want to find a door. They know how to detect a door. They look at this and they go, this is a door. Fine. They also have the power to open and shut doors and go through. Now, let me just build up. Build up, and then let's build across. Now, how they detect the inside of a house is they go, is there more non-transparent, that means no leaf blocks, that means no glass or anything else that's transparent. Is there more non-transparent blocks behind this door than there is in front of the door? Yes. So, they look at that and they go, as a door, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 solid blocks behind, less solid blocks in front. So let's whittle this down to what it actually should be. And basically, their artificial intelligence, their programming, their coding defines this as the bare minimum requirement for a house. I may be slightly wrong, right, but this is basically the rules. So they'll go there, and they'll go like this, and if it's raining, they'll just sit here. And they'll be satisfied that this is a house. So you can use this idea to create some pretty strange setups And there's also a way of farming villagers, so you get more and more and more of them. There's in-depth tutorials about that on YouTube. One thing you might want to search for if you're on about farming iron ingots from a village is look at something called the Iron Titan. Now that works in Java mode on the PC and Windows 10, but Windows 10 is Bedrock Edition, I believe, but I'm not sure how much my iPhone can handle as regards different entities and stuff like that, because the more that you have in your world, like these particle effects and lighting effects and those villagers over there and torches and things wandering around and pickups, and the more it's going to slow down the game's processor or give it more to handle. So yeah, I'm going to build a new village here after I've rambled on, and I'm going to link it through to my home base. Now, this is a bit of a haphazard way of linking it through to my home base. I created a nether portal and found myself in the nether. Now, I use the fact that my coordinates need to go, if they're in the negative, up to 0, or if they're in the positive, they need to go down to 0 to try and work out how to get home. So, I went down here, realised I only had dirt blocks to make a bridge, which means this is pretty vulnerable to being destroyed by a ghast. It's also 1 block wide, so I have to be pretty careful with my analog sticks on my controller, otherwise I will fall off. We went down to 0, we took a roundabout turn. Somewhere around here we had lava, so I had to cut through. We've got glowstone. Glowstone is a pretty nice resource, actually. I've got a Silk Touch pickaxe, haven't I? Yeah, let's harvest a bit more. Makes a glass shattering effect. Glowstone is useful because it's a block that emits light, and it emits light at level 15, whereas torches emit light at level 14, so it's slightly brighter than a torch. And obviously it's got the effect of stopping mobs from spawning in the overworld. Oop, that's just a pit, that's not a problem. And it's also the powder form of glowstone. Glowstone dust can be used in potions to extend, is it the duration of them or the potency of them? Anyway, we've not touched potion making yet, so I got all the way over to where my cursor's pointing, where that quartz ore is, and then realised that I'm on block 75, level 75 high in the world, and then realised, after I had to take a pause and look at an older YouTube video, but I needed to be on 65. So I came down here, and I am a bit disorientated. I don't believe that is south anymore. I don't know where that's off. I definitely know that's off to the Nether Fortress where I keep dying. And this is my home portal. Here we are in the centre of the world. I've raised up the portal to the level of the next diorite floor, because this mine shaft is going to become a tower and my final HQ. It's going to be quite a big tower, actually, quite a wide tower. I haven't quite finalised the design in my head yet, but that's the beauty of Minecraft, especially in survival mode. Things take time, so you have to, you've got a lot of time to contemplate your decisions. Here we go. We've got a nice mature wheat farm in case I'm running low on food. I got to level 30, so I did a level 30 enchantment on my iron pickaxe. I came down here. This was all on camera, but of course, I was actually, this was my fault. I was an idiot. I deleted this section. I had a nice big wall of 20 diamond blocks, and I mined them all, and I ended up with 47 diamonds. Hence the armor and the new diamond equipment. So I wanted to demonstrate that to you as a nice, impressive thing, but given enough time, I will be able to amass another 20 diamond blocks, and I will do it all again for you. But it may take time, because as you know, I've got several projects on the go now. I want to expand my tree farm. I want to finish my house. Finishing my house, I believe, is going to mean filling in my first base over here, and then filling in this this sharp drop light thing, because I want that side of my house to be like this. Then I want to do some more work on my mine shaft going downwards, And then I want to do some more work on my tower, which is also my mine shaft at the moment. I want to do some more work on my village in order to migrate the villagers and start breeding them. Breeding villagers is a complicated process. There we go. So I've got a number of projects now that I need to be getting on with, and I'm just not mining enough resources fast enough. So this is a shorter than the intended 22-minute video, but it just condenses everything nicely down and shows you what I'm getting up to and how things are developing. I left a project out. I also want to develop my Nether HQ, which is, well, essentially it's behind me in the Nether, in a separate dimension. So I'm going to be playing quite a bit. I'll keep some of the interesting stuff on camera, but with the difficulties I'm having in editing, in the fact that with iMovie I can't delete individual clips as I don't need them, which means iMovie just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until I'm forced to delete it due to lack of storage space on my phone and then reinstall it. I'm thinking of digging out an older iPhone, my iPhone 5, courtesy of a good friend of mine who sold it to me cheap, and seeing if I can use the storage space on that phone for clips. And if iMovie on the iPhone 5 is the same version of this one on the iPhone 7, I might do the editing on the other phone. So it's somewhere in my home. I'll just have to find it. Right then. I think we're doing really well, and I need to eat some beef because I've lost the ability to sprint. There we go. I think we're doing really well. Yeah, I'm starting to get quite happy about my world, and I'm really happy about the diamond armor. It means I'm harder to take down, but if it meant I die in that Nether Fortress again, it's going to get very expensive to replace this armor. Right then. There'll be more to come in a future episode. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. My channel is growing steadily and I'm grateful to you all for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.